After a season full of grit, grind, and growth, only 4 teams remain, each with their eyes set on one goal, a ticket to the finals and a shot at basketball glory. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from the Met Park Sports Center in the heart of Pasay City, we welcome you to the electrifying semifinals of the National Developmental Basketball League Basketball Series. And our 19 and under matchup features again the semifinals round of our 19 and under division. It'll be between the San Beda Red Cubs and the Perpetual Help Junior Altas. And this is Cholo Pangilinan together with V. Bill Velasco and Daniel Leguardia at the sidelines. And we'll be guiding you throughout today's action. And again on your screens, that is our bracketing for our 19 and under division. On your right side, it'll be the Junior Altas and the Red Cubs going at it. And on the other side, Smash Basketball and Staglets will face again whoever wins our first match this morning.
Very interesting matchup, of course. Two teams with very storied pasts, but this version of the Red Cubs is still sharpening its teeth, and the Altalets or Junior Altas are primed for another championship.
And hopefully that'll be the case, but for now we'll be turning it over to our courtside reporter, Daniel Leguardia, for the start of our ballgame.
Good morning, Cho and Bill at semifinals time, and we kick this off with a team who has recently gone through their first loss and a team who has had 5 days to fully prepare themselves. For the Junior Altas, for Junior Perpetual Altas, they may have lost to the Red Cubs in the eliminations, but it's back to 0 for all. For the past few days, the Junior Altas have been fine-tuning their defense because, as Lance Setura said, it is their bread and butter. Without that, they would not be here. Hungry to win, they've shared that they will win this with playing as a team and 101% effort. Meanwhile, for the San Beda Red Cubs, all wins and losses during the eliminations are down the drain. Starting a new page in the semis, Coach Miko Roldan shared that it's all or nothing. All they have to do is just win. Still missing this game is team captain Joaquin Wagan, which leaves a big hole in the point guard position and leadership. That is why it's a next man up mentality for the Red Cubs. This will be an exciting match. Let's see which team will book their ticket to the finals. Here is the venue announcer to start the ball game.
It's a game featuring the University of Perpetual Health System Delta Junior Altas versus the San Beda University Red Cubs. And now let's meet the starters first for UPHSD Junior Altas. At center, number 13, for Jude Binagaton. Head coach for the Junior Altas is Job Cleopas, assisted by Gerald Dizon. And now let's give it up for your San Beda University Red Cubs. At center, number 25, Basti Villanueva. Point guard number 6, Enrico Feliciano. Shooting guard number 8, Dwayne Nonato. Small forward number 7, Bill Grabador. And power forward number 18, Johnny San Juan. Head coach for the Red Cubs is Miko Roldan, assisted by Don Villamin. Our officials for this game 1 are Crew Chief Gomer Obina, Umpire 1, Ding Aspiras, Umpire 2, Patrick Abagrante. This game is under the supervision of our Commissioner Joel Ngo. This is a National Developmental Sports League.
The starting 5 first for the boys of Coach Miko Roldan. It's Feliciano, Nonato, Gravador, San Juan, and Villanueva. On the other side, for Coach Joff Cleopas, it's Velasquez, Rosales, Ditura, Dulanas, and Binagatan starting for him. And again, That Junior Altas finishing that elimination round with a 4-1 record, actually same with the Red Cubs.
Yes, and you know, that's history. You know, the Red Cubs, of course, undermanned today. Let's see what the Altas can do with that.
Not only undermanned, but of course their team captain
Yes,
not playing. That's going to be a huge factor.
of the Palarong Pambansa, which is so far away.
Meanwhile, for the first bucket of the game, it's Basi Villanueva planting his flag for 2 points.
And the Junior Altas have to be careful that, you know, they don't realize that they're taking it slow or relaxing because they have the advantage in this game.
And on the other side, San Beda seem to have done their homework. They know that they're up against the reigning NCAA Juniors champions. Right now, San Beda will try to make it 4-0 or maybe 5-0 as San Juan will miss. They get it back. Feliciano puts it back in.
San Juan normally starts a little closer to the basket, but that was an open shot.
Maybe we'll see more confidence from outside shooting. Speaking of Juris San Juan. But for now, the Junior Altas still nothing. It's Velasquez outside.
Getting late in the clock.
Shot clock at 4. Nitura will have to fire one. Does he know it? He did, but he's too late.
Giving his teammates an earful. We know he's not 100% in this game. He's a little under the weather. Good early start for San Beda Red Cubs. And the danger here is if you give them a lot of confidence early on, you're going to be in trouble.
And interestingly, again, Enrico Feliciano, after not really seeing minutes for their past games, now starting the game. And especially in the semifinals, as San Juan goes to work, but he misses badly.
Well, that's his move. Nice pass.
Beautiful dish from the other side. Touchdown for Kurt Velasquez. 2 minutes passing by. 4-2 start for the Red Cubs.
Well, they took a long time warming up. I got here at past 8 and both teams were already here preparing.
Gravador for a 3, gets it to go.
That's something that the Junior Altas are going to have to prepare for. That corner jumper is going to be deadly for San Beda.
This time it's Dulanas. Finds Nitura. He'll try one. He won't make one, but there's a whistle inside. Offensive foul on Perk Jude Binagatan.
And I don't understand why Nitura is getting upset with Dulanas. He's the one who missed the shot.
Take another look. Again, Bill Gravador, not in his arsenal all the time, but he'll take the 3 points.
Oh, yeah. If you're open, take the shot.
5-point lead for the Red Cubs. Again, no Wakinwagan for them. Gardulana snaps a steal. Easy 2.
Just a very small lead now.
3 minutes passing by our quarter 1.
Now the adrenaline rush is starting to ebb. The teams are going to have to rely on their wits.
San Juan, once again, will miss, but he gets fouled on his way to the iron.
That's more his game, getting the ball on his way to the basket, also creating for himself.
So perhaps a chance to get on the groove with 2 freebies. Again, Juris San Juan named the best player of the game in their eliminations matchup versus the same team.
Yes, he normally likes to get his offense going early.
First one is no good. 2 out of 2 for San Juan. 1 out of 2 rather. As the Junior Altas will swing it around. Nitura looking for options.
His way out to start a play.
Binagatan, the left spot, now outside to Rosales. A much bigger defender on him. He'll send it inside. Binagatan, basket and one. The big guy gets it to go.
That's the beauty of the pick and roll. You end up with a switch. A player who's not really prepared to guard you.
Take another look. You gotta give credit to Louis Rosales for sending that beautiful dish inside. Of course, Binagatan not disappointing his teammate.
It's a late violation. The Wilt Chamberlain rule. You're not allowed to enter the paint until your free throw hits the rim.
Too bad couldn't convert it into a three-point play.
Yes, Wilt Chamberlain used to dunk his missed free throw, so they had to install that rule.
In short, Will Chamberlain was unfair.
Oh yes, freak of nature.
Speaking of freak of nature, Gravador unable to hit that three, hit one a while ago. Nonato, Nitura on him. There's a kickball violation.
The Junior Altas didn't really play the switch that time. Would have been a getaway for the Red Cubs.
More than 4 minutes passing by our quarter one. Only a 2-point lead for the Red Cubs. Gravador attacks right, pulls up. No good for Bill.
I think he's got the green light to shoot.
Perhaps something he's practicing.
Because you don't see the coaches complaining.
90 to shoot for the Junior Altas. Velasquez will send it out.
They can tie with this possession.
Rosales to Dulanas. Up top.
That's not his shot.
To the left side. Attacks. No good for Nitura. The putback for guard Dulanas.
Mental lapse on the part of the Red Cubs. Everybody was looking up at the shot. Didn't box out. We are tied.
Feliciano swarmed by two Altases. But a foul called on Velasquez. So we're now past the halfway mark of our opening period. A chance to reclaim the lead. Of course, for the Red Cubs.
One more foul, the Junior Altas will be in the penalty.
Finally, the first field goal of this game for Junis San Juan. This team will need his services more than ever. Nitura looking for options. Binagatan at the left spot. Inside to Dulanas. Beautiful play for the boys of Coach Joff.
Dulanas very happy with that. He's been moving well without the ball.
All tied up at 10 again. Nonato inside to Gravador. The fake. He'll lose it. He'll get it back. Villanueva will try.
Had to put it up or get called for 3 seconds.
Here comes the Junior Altases. Velasquez setting up the play. Nitura has the basketball. Goes left to Rosales. Up top, Binagatan. Back to Nitura. He'll go left. The floater. He'll get fouled.
Nitura's been taking his shots further out than usual. So you can tell it's sort of like, I don't have the energy to take it all the way.
And perhaps an equalizer on the fact that again, Joaquin Huagan and Andre Ogadan is not present for San Beda. So 2 freebies for Lance Nitura. A chance to give his squad the lead, at least a 1-point lead. As we have under 4 minutes remaining in our opening quarter. And we see a couple of substitutions for both teams. I believe Hans Lupar and Kurt Patalingco entered the game for Perpetual. On the other side, it's Ashton Lago, Pedro Agbayani entering, and Mark San Buenaventura.
Just a 1-point lead for Perpetual. And the benches are going to be important in this game because this is not your typical tournament where you shorten your rotation in the playoffs. Everybody still gets to play.
Nonato has it inside to Lago. Lago puts one up. And now we turn it over to our court starter boarder, Daniel Eguardia.
Listen, better Red Cubs are aiming to take this win after their tough loss against Smash Basketball. For Coach Miko Roldan, having this experience has already been a great opportunity to grow for the players. But as they've been through the eliminations and now the semis, he pointed out that their shooting percentage needs to go up, but the only way to do that is to put in extra effort and time. As he said, there is no magic to shooting, but there is dedication. Let's see if their hard work the past few days will help them claim this dub. Join Bill.
Thank you very much, Daniel, for that report. And on your screens, again, head coach of the Red Cubs, Coach Miko Roldan, definitely has high expectations for his players.
Well, that was a bad pass at the other end by Nitura. It was a wraparound pass to nobody. And they lose 2 points for that, or 3. So now the Red Cubs are back up by 4.
Of course, courtesy of Benjo Agbayani. Meanwhile, Rosales tried to answer back. He won't get it. San Buenaventura grabs the rebound. Feliciano to the right corner. Agbayani hit a 3 a while ago. Rosales on him. Agbayani inside. San Buenaventura lost it, but shoots 2 points.
More single coverage for Perpetual. They may want to rethink that, put more pressure on the guards.
And that'll force Coach Geoff Cleopas to call a timeout. Let's take another look again. Benjo Agbayani recognizing the open shot from 3. And on the other side, not forcing things, sending it inside to his open teammate, Mark San Buenaventura. We'll be back for more. Go back to the action. 17-11, make it a 6-point lead for the San Beda Red Cubs as we have over 2 minutes remaining in our opening quarter. And let's see if off this timeout, Coach Geoff Cleopas and his boys can execute something nice.
Well, nothing to worry about. They're only down by 6 and it's very early in the game. But you know, as you said, they really have to execute better. They're getting close to the hoop. They're just not really finding the most available player.
So Curvy Bacat and Rafael Bautista in for the Red Cubs. Meanwhile, Perpetual trying to set up their offense. Corpus goes right to Patalinghug. Further to the right corner, Rosales still won't go for him. Rebound by Agbayani. Benjo attacks. Agbayani misses.
Everything but the finish.
Patalinghug in transition. The bump, the stop.
Oh, he got away with a clear push.
Nevertheless, San Beda defending very well that time. Bautista. Another point blank miss for the Red Cubs.
The defense made him rush the shot.
Bacat to Bautista. He'll try to redeem himself. He still won't.
Both teams playing a little bit out of control here towards the end. They want to finish the quarter big.
Seems like Jim Corpus have gotten hit. Hopefully he's all okay, but as of now he's on the outside area. As we have over a minute remaining in our opening quarter.
Yeah, this is something we don't really like seeing, but you know, it happens. These kids are not as polished as their elder counterparts, and something you're going to have to live with for now.
Hopefully he's all okay. Rest assured our medics will take a check on him. But for now, it'll be a mandatory substitution for the Perpetual Altas. I believe it's Kakay Zamoras entering the game. Brent Rosales also entering the game. Same with Arcan Cristobal. So a 3-man substitution for them. Meanwhile, Nitura goes right. Up top, it's Cristobal. And there's a foul.
Yes, De La Cruz realizes he has a mismatch in terms of size. Each team with 3. The Altas, to their credit, have managed to stay out of penalty. They had 3 early fouls.
But hopefully this time they can execute an offense, as Cristobal will miss. Here goes the Red Cubs. Bacat goes right again to Agbayani. At the short corner, Lago losing it.
That's how you double team in the post.
Under 30 seconds remaining. To the right side, Zamoras. Nowhere to go. Outside again. To the left. Inside. Cristobal outside to Nitura for three. Short. Shot clock is off.
They might want to sit him down. He's really been missing.
Stolen by Rosales. Brent Rosales to Zamoras. Still no good for the Perpetual Altas. Nitura finally gets one to go.
Well, that might help, but you can see he's a little paler than usual. He's winded early, so, you know, he's really not feeling well.
And at the end of the first quarter, our score is 17-13. 4-point lead in favor of the San Beda Red Cubs. And just before our first quarter ends, Lance Nitura finally gets his first field goal of the game. Hopefully, we'll see more of that. But for now, we'll be taking a short break. We go back to the action for the start of our second period. Again, it's 17-13. 4-point gap in favor of the San Beda Red Cubs, but still very manageable if you're the boys of Coach Geoff Cleopas. And again, hopefully Lance Nitura can contribute in other ways aside from offense, as again, he's not really feeling well.
Yes, you know, that's what's missing now. His output, especially in the first quarter, he gets things going very well in the first half, and they have not yet really clamped down on the guards of San Beda as much as they could. Perhaps they're waiting to do that later in the game.
But you know, we have to recognize the trust of the coaching staff towards Lance Nitura. I mean, playing him despite his condition.
Yep.
That's the kind of role he has for the junior Altases.
And he still hasn't sat down.
That's one more thing. So again, hopefully Lance Nitura won't disappoint, as Perpetual has a chance to make this a one-possession game. Inside Cristobal, outside again, stolen by Benjo.
Oh,
But they'll get it back. Zamoras in the middle, Rosales to Patalinghug, the spin. There's a foul. I believe that's going to be on Dwayne Nonato.
You know, to his credit, Zamoras has been a stabilizing influence on this Perpetual Help Altas team. Doesn't make too many mistakes, knows his role, stays out of the traffic areas.
First one won't go in for Kirk Patalinghug.
That's something they really have to work on. If you plan to be a championship team, you have to knock down your free throws.
Second one on its way. 0 out of 2. Rare 0 out of 2 trip for Kurt Patalinghug.
Could be a case of nerves.
San Beda trying to make them pay. Nonato will take their time. San Juan from the elbow.
There's an isolation.
The spin. Won't go for Juris. Possession goes to Perpetual.
Well, that's okay. You want to do that. You want to keep him trying.
A minute passing by, Chapter 2. Zamoras up top to Rosales. Again to Nitura. The drive. He'll retrieve it. Outside again to Zamoras for 3. Still won't fall. Cristobal out of nowhere. Nitura will try. Still not falling.
He's really off today.
San Juan. Still not falling for San Juan.
Found a crack, but his shot was between hitting the board and not.
Cristobal hands it off. Seems to be some intense contact on that painted area.
You know, that Euro step and that Pinoy step catches a lot of people.
All players, please proceed to the shade area and follow the swing pitches.
Hopefully Dwayne Nonato is all okay, as our officials will take another look on what happened. But again, rest assured, our medical team will take a look on him.
I think his elbow hit the floor.
And that's one more guy that, of course, will need to give his services a little bit more. As again, we're in our semifinals.
Only 2 games left.
Dwayne Donato holding on into his right shoulder, right elbow rather. And our officials taking one more look on what exactly transpired in that sequence.
Well, he jumped up to try to block the shot, but got faked out and then twisted in midair. So he ended up landing on his elbow.
So an unsportsmanlike foul will be called.
Upon review, it is a sportsmanlike foul on number 45.
Oh, that's on Arkin Cristobal.
Pointing into excessive hard contact. Ryan Radasa needs to sit on the bench for 3 playing minutes.
So correction, I think it's Ryan Radaza.
Yeah, it was an undercut. And that's very dangerous. Even though he intended to just duck and try to avoid the contact, it's still dangerous.
And of course, most of the time, it's not about the intention, but of course, the technicality of course, the rules.
It's the action that they're looking at.
Nevertheless, it's a 4-point lead for San Beda, a chance to extend it. As Enrico Feliciano will represent Dwayne Donato in shooting the freebies. And of course, San Beda will have one more possession.
First quarter, San Beda out-rebounded Perpetual Help 12-8, so they're going to have to keep a watch on that number. Everything else is practically the same.
First one is good for Feliciano. He'll go 2 out of 2. And hopefully San Beda will be consistent in their free throw shooting. So 19-13 is our official score as of now.
And let's hope that this doesn't bother the Altas mentally or emotionally or cause a distraction, because now, you know, it's similar to hockey. You commit an offense, you sit down for a while. So the coaches have to also keep track of how long he's been on the bench.
So Kirby Bonbon will replace the bench Ryan Radaza as it goes out of bounds, but San Beda will retain possession. 8 seconds to shoot for them. Feliciano will trigger the inbound from the baseline. Kirby Bourbon on him. Inside the Gravador. He'll retrieve it. 4 to shoot. Inside San Buenaventura. Outside San Juan, not aware of the time.
That's the bench's job, to remind them when the clock is below 10.
So a chance to find rhythm once again for the junior Altases. Nitura receives it. To the right side, Zamoras will fire. He fake, makes one.
Reminds me of the old Jamal Wilkes jump shot goes across his face.
3 points for Kai Zamoras. More importantly, a 1-possession game. Bautista puts one up. Unable to answer back. San Buenaventura. Some contact inside. 2 free throws will be given to him.
More aggressiveness being shown by the Red Cubs. It's paying dividends.
3 minutes passing by our chapter 2. First one is a miss for Mark San Buenaventura. Second one on its way. 1 out of 2. And now we turn it over to our courtside reporter, Daniel Laguardia, for a report.
With the intensity of the game, Dwayne Donato unfortunately landed on his right elbow. Now he's currently feeling a bit of numbness on his elbow, but he has told me with a little rest, he hopes to come back because, again, it is their only chance to book their ticket to the finals. Shaw and Bill?
Thank you very much for that quick update, Daniel. And yes, Dwayne Donato certainly will be instrumental in this attempt to win the semifinals round of San Beda.
And the elbow is actually the hardest part of the body, so that helps. But it's a complicated joint, so you know, with all the range of motion it has, it might hamper him offensively.
But good thing for him, it's still early in the game. Still a lot of chances for him to come back. As right now, it's Kirby Bonbon shooting free throws. First one is no good. Again, he replaced the benched Ryan Radaza, who was called for an unsportsmanlike foul a while ago.
The scoring has slowed down in this quarter. Teams are trying to be more methodical and pound it inside.
Hans Lupar checks in for Kirby Bonbon. On the other side, Basti Villanueva looking to provide some rim protection for San Beda. Feliciano and friends will bring it down. They're up by 3. It's a one-possession game.
A lot of guards being used by San Beda in this game. That tells you how crucial the change was for them.
Foul on Perpetual. So yet another chance for Juris San Juan to find his groove from the free throw range. 2 free throws for the lefty big man of San Beda. Finally, first one is good for Juris. Hopefully he can make it 2 out of 2. Little bit of a cushion for San Beda as they're leading by 5 points.
Yes, definitely.
Nitura hands it off to Rosales. This time it's Zamoras. Patalinghug goes left. Inside, Lupar, the bump. Outside again, Zamoras for 3. In and out, gets it back. Outside again to Patalinghug. They have 10 seconds.
Netora's asking for the ball.
Rosales, he gets bothered by, I believe, Juris San Juan. But they fumbled the possession quickly.
Yes. I think the junior Altas will have to make a decision about Neturo. Do you keep him in even if he's ineffective, or you gamble on somebody else getting hot?
And hopefully it's going to be the positive case for Nitura. That was a great dish from Patalinghug.
Beautiful no-look pass.
We're nearing the 5-minute mark of our second chapter. Villanueva inside. He fades away, no good.
He recognized the mismatch, but overshot the mark.
Nitura gets the basketball outside to Patalinghug. Lupar provides the pick. Patalinghug the spin, the attack, off the window, it's good.
He may be the solution to their problem.
And with that, it's a 1-point game. San Beda still on top, but Perpetual on a roll. As we have less than 5 minutes remaining in our second chapter, we take another look. Kurt Patalinghug, first that beautiful dish to the cutting Arkin Cristobal, and this time the beautiful maneuver, the spin and the basket. We'll be back for more. Back to the action here, under 5 minutes remaining. And our second chapter. Here comes San Beda. Again, they're up by 1. Last touch on a white shirt. San Beda will retain possession.
Lucky break for them. I don't think Grovador should be bringing up the basketball.
Grovador trying to find options. Feliciano outside.
Oh, that's backing. The pass was too wide. So he had to step over.
And the Perpetual Altas a chance to make Sanbera pay. Patalinghug will trigger the inbound. Feliciano on him. Cristobal hands it off. Patalinghug goes left. Inside. Leopard too late.
I think once is enough. That no look pass, a little too fancy. But look at the back of his right arm. He's got some really big scratches there, Patalinghug. That's how tight the defense is, or somebody didn't cut their nails.
Villanueva getting clobbered inside. But good thing he got a foul and he'll be shooting 2 free throws.
San Beda's main advantage in this game is that they've been getting something off most of their offensive plays, unlike the Altas. Very few second shots, a couple of bad passes. The Altas are lucky to be down by just 1.
Adeline. Good for Villanueva. As they make it a 2-point lead. A lot of free throws being shot this game. As Villanueva goes 2 out of 2. That's going to be a big component if we want to beat an NCAA champion team. As Perpetual having quick ball rotations.
Nitura still on the floor,
Leopard.
but he hasn't been getting the ball as much.
Velasquez attacks. Right on time, Kirk Velasquez goes for 2.
He's been able to take the Red Cubs on one-on-one. He might be the answer.
San Juan, crazy pass. Outside it's Agbayani. He goes right. Nowhere to go, shot clock at 6. San Juan will have to go to work. He does.
What a move!
Basket and 1. Juris San Juan going to work. And who knows, that might be a sign of good things to come for the Red Cubs.
They really needed that.
Another look, talk about concentration and composure. And more importantly, a chance to make it a 3-point play for Juris San Juan. And he does. It's back to a 2-possession game. The Perpetual Altas swing it around. No good for Louis Rosales.
A good defense to keep the ball out of the hands of Nitura.
San Juan will attack right, drops it to Villanueva.
Villanueva already had his eyes on the basket.
Gravador knocks down the 3.
Oh, he's feeling lucky today.
A 6-point swing for San Beda. And a 7-point lead for them as well. Velasquez to Nitura. They'll try to answer back. He won't. Here goes San Beda. To the other side, Agbayani. San Juan. No handoff for him. He'll attack. Lays it up. Overcooks the shot, and here comes the Junior Altas. Dulanas to Velasquez. A beautiful transition execution.
Velasquez has got 3 buckets in this quarter already.
It's back to a 5-point game. The Junior Altas not letting anything slide. San Juan to Villanueva. Easy 2 for the lanky big. A timeout called by Coach Geoff Cleopas as they're trailing by only 7 points. We'll be back for more. We go back to the action as we have over a minute remaining in our first half against Senbeta.
You know, because of the ineffectiveness of Nitura, Perpetual Health doesn't have the ability so far to make runs because they get stopped cold and they don't have as many offensive options.
That has been the challenge for Nitura
Yes.
and company. I believe only one field goal for him so far, as an offensive foul will be called on Binagatan.
Offensive foul between Pete and Jude Binagata. His second person.
And Perpetual Health in the penalty, but only a minute 5 seconds remaining.
Here we go, Senbeta. Full court pressure implemented by Coach Geoff Cleopas. Feliciana loses it. The possession stays with the Red Cubs.
19 seconds shot.
Less than 50 seconds remaining. And a chance for Senbeta to extend that lead before halftime. Feliciana outside. Velasquez on him. Agbayani on the right side. Goes inside, stolen by Rosales. At the break, here comes Louis. Inside, no good to Velasquez. Put back is good for Dulanes. Timeout will be called by Coach Miko Roldan as they're up by 5 points, 35 seconds remaining in our first half. We go back to the action for the last 35 seconds of our first half.
That was a foul.
So with that, 2 free throws will be given to Julius Sanuan. And again, another chance for him to get his rhythm. And hopefully he'll light it up in our second half.
The good thing about that foul is there'll be plenty more time for Perpetual Health to set up a play. So they're being thrown off their timing because they're having second thoughts about giving the ball to Nitura, who's been on the floor for the whole first half.
But Senbeta gets it back.
Yes, that's the bad news.
7 to shoot for them. Donato having a bandage on his shoulder. Donato steps back. 2 points for Dwayne.
Oh, what do you know? Bandage and all.
Just like nothing happened.
Time winding down now.
6 seconds remaining. It's down to 3. Velasquez losing it.
That's what I was saying. Nitura was open on the outside and they decided not to give him the ball.
Let's take a look at our move of the game. This maneuver coming from Dwayne Donato again, just like nothing happened. Of course, having that bandage, but glad to see him back on the court in action. And Senbeta will need his production. We'll be back for more. at the half, it's 35-27. Make it an 8-point lead on the side of the San Beda Red Cubs. As so far, again, rebounding has been the problem for Perpetual. But basically, it's still a close game. Still, the Perpetual Junior Altas very much alive.
Well, what's keeping them there is the surprising offense of Dulanas and Velasquez. San Beda Red Cubs are doing just a little more of everything. As we mentioned earlier, they have a bigger scoring run, 7-4. And that's going to reflect on the lack of offensive suck from Perpetual Health.
But good thing for them, we still have a whole other half to play basketball. As San Juan finds a crack on that ball, a basket and one, and a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Terrific pass from Grabador.
And what a way to start our third quarter. We'll take another look. And indeed, you gotta love the unselfishness of Bill.
That was a very soft double team. It's like, were you double teaming him or not?
And with that, San Beda leads by double digits.
First double digit lead. That's backing. That was backing. He had 1 foot in the front court already.
Luis Rosales takes it inside, sends it outside. Patalinghug, nowhere to go. Corpus steps back. They have 3 to shoot. Rosales. He gets fouled by Nonato.
But they're going to get 3 free throws out of that, and that's the difference now that, you know, Netura is not part of the unit on the floor. They have to find other options.
At the line, it's Brent Rosales. As he'll miss that first one.
Well, they're going to have to get used to taking responsibility.
We'll take another look. Again, Nonato. Too late on that response. As the second free throw of Brent Rosales is good. One more coming his way. And a chance to make it single-digit lead for San Beda. And he does.
2 out of 3, not bad.
But still San Beda, another chance to put themselves up by double digits. Feliciano. He goes right, sends it inside. Villanueva was not looking. And
Right idea, but just too many bodies in the paint.
offensive foul called on Luis Rosales.
Yes, that's an offensive foul because you were already given room to sidestep and you still initiated contact.
Already 2 team fouls for the Junior Altas this period. And only less than 2 minutes passing by. As Feliciano will bring it down. Again, took the point guard responsibilities in the absence of Joaquin Wagan. San Juan getting bothered. And a chance now for Perpetual.
They have to find their personality without Netura because he's only got one basket to his name despite all the attempts. He's 1 out of 7 from the floor today.
Rosales inside. San Juan forcing him to pass outside. Awkward shot. Doesn't go in. Still won't fall. But it'll stay with them. They have 12 to shoot.
Lucky break for Perpetual Health.
2 minutes passing by our quarter 3. 9-point lead for San Beda. Outside. Corpus the fake. Puts one up. Too strong.
I don't think that's a shot he does in practice.
San Juan looking for Nonato. Miscommunication on their
Oh,
part,
great save.
leading to a turnover as Corpus goes inside. Beautiful bump.
Right presence of mind to get the defense out of the way first.
It's down to 7 points. Villanueva outside to Dwayne. Nonato goes right. He fades away.
Oh, that was a forced shot.
Feliciano hustles back for the rebound. Gravador will try from 3.
He's
Bullseye!
loving a three-point shot today.
3 3-point shots for Bill Gravador. And it's back to a 10-point game. Corpuz outside. Rosales this time. Outside pass again. To the corner. Louis Rosales answers back with his own triple.
Good execution for Perpetual Health, beating the defense.
7-point game again. Gravador hands it off. San Juan goes right. He attacks. It won't nudge for Juris San Juan as he's looking for a foul.
Right, Nitura back on the floor. Let's see how this will change the character of the junior Altas.
4 minutes passing by chapter 3. Again, Nitura getting significant minutes despite the unusual production. Nitura, the stop. One-hander goes in
There
for
you go.
Lance Nitura.
He's bringing it to where he's comfortable.
And that should be the formula for him. And it's only a 5-point game. Still San Beda in the driver's seat. We'll be back for more.
The Perpetual Junior Altas are feeling the pressure of the game, and Coach Geoff Cleopas reminds the team that the reason they're here is to play for the team and not for the people, not for the cameras. They have to show that aside from saying you want to fight, you have to do it. Now at the second half, Coach Geoff told the players that they aren't looking at the score, they're looking for the heart and the passion they've shown in training to manifest into this game. Communicate, presence of mind, read the game, and focus. Let's see if they'll be able to turn the tide around. Sean, Bill?
Thank you very much, Daniel, for that report and wise words coming from the coach of the Perpetual Junior Altas. As we all know, it's a whole new mission for them, basically losing some of their key players in the off-season. And right now, it's going to be a whole new identity for their club. As they're trailing only by 5 points, nothing to worry about.
Well, let's see if Nitura can keep his offense going. He's playing smarter now.
Donato to San Juan. He'll try for 3. In and out for Juris San Juan.
Now, except with the exception of Gravador, the three-point shot has not been falling for the Red Cubs.
Nitura resets the offense. 14 on the shot clock. Patalinghug. Feliciano on him. Dulanas almost lost it.
Too much dribbling.
They have 4 to shoot. Patalinghug will have to put one up. He will. But that's a shot clock violation.
Great denial by San Beda.
So we're now in the halfway mark of our third quarter. And that 5-point lead remains for San Beda. Feliciano.
San Beda has pretty much the game under control, but they're not able to add to this lead. That's what should bother them.
Juris attacks. 3 seconds violation. Feliciano and Lago having some exchange of words. Miscommunication on their parts.
That's true. And Lago was waiting for the shot. It didn't happen.
41 to 36. Velasquez uses that binagatan pick. Ends up with Corpuz. Thought about the 3. Tapped away by Juris San Juan. Possession stays with Perpetual.
8 seconds left on the shot clock. Each team marshalling their fouls very well.
Corpus for the three. Way short.
Again, great idea. The execution has been a problem.
San Juan against Dulanas. This time Feliciano. Agbayani receiving it from that right slot.
Oh, what a pick!
He'll attack. It'll stay with Senbeda as they'll have 6 seconds remaining. Correction, shot clock resets to 14. Louis Rosales checks back in exchange for Jim Corpus. Donato outside to Feliciano. San Juan attacks, lays it up. In for Johnny San Juan.
He has mastered that lunging layup.
Almost a steal.
Bad
San Juan
pass.
gets a hold of it. 2-on-1 situation. Agbayani finishes.
Good pass, good pass. Make the extra pass.
And now it's back to a 9-point game. Perpetual couldn't make it consistent. Velasquez goes inside. Dulanas out of nowhere puts it back in.
That's where they were doing well. In the first quarter, Perpetual held. They were able to keep it close because of effort on the second shot.
Agbayani spots one up. He'll get fouled. And it's going to be 2 freebies for Benjo Agbayani. Got a couple of great shots in this game and a chance to add to that great performance. We'll take another look again. Unselfish play from Dwayne Nonato to the very open Benjo Agbayani.
That's presence of mind.
But Agbayani comes out empty on that first attempt. Second one on his way.
Just an 8-point lead.
1 out of 2 for Agbayani. Rosales, quick fire. Off to the right. Out of bounds. It'll go to Senbeda.
Another wasted opportunity by Perpetual Health. They've been spotty. They've been inconsistent in this game.
So a chance for the Red Cubs to make it a double-digit lead and to finally steer away with a big margin. Bakat against Nitura. And a foul on Lance Nitura.
That puts them in the penalty with 1:48 to go in this quarter.
So Villanueva checks back in for Ashton Lago to provide some versatile rim protection. Out of bounds again.
Nitura has to be careful. He might end up committing a foul. You can really see him huffing and puffing, and a while ago he was clutching his throat.
Oh, smart move coming from Benjo Agbayani. He'll get the basketball. He'll fade away. It's a miss for Agbayani. It's on the floor, picked up by Dulanas. Corpus running, stopping, but won't shoot.
A forced shot too early in the offense.
Bakat looking for options. Gravador to the right corner, Villanueva outside. It's Bakat at the elbow. Now inside, Villanueva.
Too deep. No, maybe they want to set Gravador up for more of those three-point shots.
Over a minute remaining in our quarter 3. Foul on Agbayani. So one more foul to give for the Red Cubs on the other side. Penalty situation already, of course, for Perpetual.
Only a minute and 2 seconds remaining in the period. After one good basket, we really didn't see anything anymore from Nitura.
But still getting a lot of minutes as Lance tried to set it inside, swiped away by San Beda.
There's too much traffic for that pass to go through.
Under a minute remaining, 16 to shoot for Nitura and friends. Lance goes right to the corner. Corpus for 3, finally hits.
They really needed that. 5-point game.
San Beda will try to answer back. Bakat to Bautista, to the corner, Nonato, and they do.
That's been a big shot for the Red Cubs in this game.
Corpus one more time, won't fall.
Still more than enough time to get a good shot.
Shot clock is off. Bautista won't wait. 9 seconds remaining. Corpus outside. Rosales for 3.
Great boxing out effort there.
And there's a foul just before our quarter ends. That's on Corpus. So that's gonna mean 2 freebies.
So the third quarter is not officially over yet.
So a chance for San Beda to make it a double-digit lead entering the fourth quarter. That's gonna be a big advantage for them. But our officials will take another look. As they have currently an 8-point lead. Of course, together with our commissioner, Sir Joel Ngo, and our head of operations, Sir Forlio Aguila, they're looking at our replay. So there you have it.
There may also be a little time left on the clock.
I believe there's 1.1 seconds remaining. So this is a semifinals match, so these types of moments, of course, will matter. And at the line, it's Dwayne Nonato. Again, a chance to put his team up by double digits.
In the second half, Perpetual has not gotten closer than 5.
First one on its way for Nonato. Was in pain a while ago, but right now, getting big minutes for his team. Happy to see him back. First one is good for Dwayne.
Oh, but he'll feel that tomorrow.
Oh, for sure. Second one coming up Dwayne's way. 2 out of 2 for Nonato.
Very dangerous inbound by Perpetual Health.
That shot could have brought the house down, but nevertheless, Nonato makes it a double-digit lead for the San Beda Red Cubs before our fourth quarter. And we'll be back for more. Once again, this is the NDSL Basketball Series. 51-41. Double-digit lead as the San Beda Red Cubs stay in the driver's seat. But still, we have one more quarter of action to go. And it's not yet the end of the world for the Perpetual Junior Altas.
The way Perpetual has been playing in this game, they're really going to have to chew down this lead little by little.
And they have 10 minutes to do that. As we're still seeing Lance Nitura on the floor. And again, I must say the trust of the coaching staff towards Nitura is really, really immense.
Absolutely. They're choosing to live or die with him. And this is a live or die game.
And I'm sure they're looking long term. Even if they end up losing this one, who knows, Nitura might end up getting all the confidence he needs for the upcoming NCAA season as Jim Corpus plants the flag for the first bucket of our fourth period.
Important bucket for them. And you know, they have not been able to really get their biggest run in this game is 5 points. So they're going to have to play much better defense to feed the transition.
In a game where it matters the most, they will have to perform. As Corpus will attack, drops it, Nitura, basket and one. Lance Nitura delivering the package.
Well, if Nitura makes the free throw, they will have matched their biggest run of the game.
We'll take another look. Again, another display of unselfishness. As we saw that pass from Corpus to Nitura. And just like that, it's going to be a potential 5-point swing for Perpetual. Even before a minute passing by in our fourth quarter. But he'll miss that freebie. They'll get it back. Corpus fades away. Bingo!
Well, what do you know? Just a 3-point game now.
A 7-point swing.
Yes.
Even before a minute transpired in our fourth quarter. No good for Bill.
Grabador finally missing from 3-point range.
Brent Rosales to Nitura. It's back to a 3-point game. They try from deep. Tried it off the glass, won't work.
They rushed that one.
Donato at that right slot.
Still plenty of time if you're Perpetual Health.
Inside Villanueva.
Beautiful dump.
No one was there to check up on him. It's back to a 5-point game. Inside Rosales. Good on the reverse. San Beda will try to answer back again. Villanueva the attack. It'll stay with them.
They have 15 seconds left on their clock. San Beda doesn't need to rush. They can ride out the clock and help agitate Perpetual Health further.
Feliciano will trigger the inbound. From the baseline, he finds someone outside. Juris attacks. Juris no good. Villanueva out of nowhere on a trampoline.
Good effort for San Beda. Offensive foul.
That's going to be a foul on Yasser Palisok. A 55-50.
Perpetual Health settling into a half-court defense here.
Feliciano assessing the floor. San Juan receives it. He was put on a cage, but Perpetual successfully forcing that turnover.
So to tap off his torso. Again, the defense of Perpetual Health is what has been rewarding them, as well as their offensive rebounding in this game.
Rosales to the other Rosales. Louis to Brent. The Rosales connection.
Nice little pick and roll there. They were doing that well in the first quarter.
So it's back to a 3-point game. Very manageable if you're Coach Joe Cleopas. Gravador to the corner. Nonato for three. Bingo!
Oh boy. The threes are keeping the Altas at bay.
It's back to a 6-point game as Corpus somehow getting it to drop. Four-point game.
Sunbed has been able to maintain the kind of tempo that they're comfortable with.
San Juan for a three. Off to the back iron. They jump for the rebound. Gravador hustles for it. Nonato unable to make them pay.
Only 4 points separating the two teams.
As we're nearing the halfway mark of our fourth quarter. Corpus inside. Nowhere to go. They settle outside once again. Nitura
Clock down to
attacks.
4.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness. What wizardry coming from Lance Nitura.
They're starting to feel like himself again.
That's the Lance Nitura we all know.
Only 2 points now.
But let's see if Sanbeda has something to say about that. Nonato.
Off the mark.
A chance to tie or take the lead.
Sanbeda now is looking for somebody to lead the team, not necessarily take all the shots.
Nitura outside. Louis Rosales inside to Brent Rosales, but he'll miss. Bill, eyes on the prize. Gravador, no foul call.
He was looking for a foul instead of trying to finish the shot.
But first, a timeout will be called by Coach Geoff Cleopas as they're only down by 2 points. Less than 5 minutes remaining in our game. Over 4 minutes remaining in our game. And before this fourth quarter started, it was a 10-point lead for Sanbeda.
Absolutely.
But first, that wizardry coming from Lance Nitura. Executing a magic trick, basically.
And they need that to boost their morale because they've been trying to kick down the door, but you know, they've never come closer than 5 until now.
And more than numerous chances for them down the line. As Nitura handles the basketball outside. Back to Nitura. Up top. The pick from Lupar. Inside find. Great defense from Gravador.
Block the shot cleanly and they get the possession.
San Juan. Risky pass outside. Nonato. Back to Juris.
Still plenty of time.
Feliciano for 3. Won't go in. Ends up with Kurt Velasquez in transition. He'll attack. Unable to finish with the left hand. Leopard, sorry miss. Nonato. Oh, was too fancy with the pass.
The pass was a little too early because he saw a defender waiting. And it was too low also.
So with that, Benjo Agbayani subs in for Enrico Feliciano to add more size to that Sanbeda 5. It's still a 2-point game. Nitura will try for a 3. Off the left, rebound by Gravador.
That would have given them the lead.
Could have brought the house down. 3 minutes remaining. Gravador inside. Unable to clobber his way to the cup.
A lot of opportunities here for the junior Altas.
Nitura ties the game up at 58.
That's what they're talking about.
Again, that is the Lance we all know. We'll take another look. Nitura tying the game up with that easy 2. And we'll be back for more. It's a tied game at 58, thanks to that guy, Lance Nitura. He tied the game up a while ago with a floater down the line.
You know, they've been waiting for him all game long.
2 minutes and a half remaining. Outside to Donato, he'll try from deep. That's off. Rebound by Velasquez. And finally a chance for Perpetual to take the lead. But they lose the basketball. Inside, Agbayani gives Sanbeta a 2-point lead.
That was a great run, fast break by the Red Cubs. Very unselfish.
Rosales for 3. And officially we're now in the twilight zone. The last 2 minutes of this game.
Still a lot of time if you're Perpetual. You just need one stop and a conversion.
No reason to panic if you're Coach Geoff Cleopas and company. But right now, Agbayani will try a 3. That's off.
It's partly deflected.
Nitura settles outside.
Smart move to not force the shot.
Velasquez for 3. Bullseye!
1 point lead. It matches the biggest lead of Perpetual in this game. Now Sanbeta, business as usual.
The junior Altas hanging on to this 1 point lead. But I'm sure Sanbeta will have something to say about that. Donato, outside pass. Inside to Villanueva. Outside again. San Juan steps back for 3. Off to the right. Gravador, bodies on the floor. Ends up with Rosales, forward dish.
Nobody home. Now Sanbeta needs this timeout.
53 seconds remaining, make it a 3-point game. Of course, in favor of the junior Altas. Again, they trailed by as much as 10 points before the 4th period. And right now, look at how the tables have turned in their favor.
In the blink of an eye.
And we'll be back for more. (63-60), 3-point lead in favor of the Perpetual Junior Altas. And again, they trailed by as much as 10 points before our 4th quarter. And right now, just they've just flipped the switch, safe to say. Nonato finds San Juan. 10 to shoot for them. Nonato fades away, gets it to go! Dwayne Nonato in his bag.
He's been playing well despite the injury, but now it's time to take the big shot.
Another look. Again, Dwayne Nonato, ice in his veins. Ties the game up at 63 all. With 47 seconds remaining, we'll be back for more. We go back to the action, 63 all. Of course, thanks to the heroics of Dwayne Nonato.
And you know, neither team is anywhere near penalty. 47 seconds is an awkward amount of time because if Perpetual uses up their entire clock, San Beda would have the last shot.
That's going to be the factors affecting the decisions of these athletes. Velasquez finds Nitura outside.
Well, we all knew where the ball was going to go.
9 to shoot. Nitura outside. Velasquez for 3. Bingo! Kurt Velasquez gives Perpetual a 3-point lead. Apparently only a 2-point lead as he stepped out of bounds. Grabador won't go. Out of bounds.
No. More trouble for, but the referees will review it. There were 2 players involved in that sequence. So it was just a long 2. Let's clarify. This is going to be a very important decision on the part of the referees. But most likely, whatever happens, Perpetual Help will get the ball back.
We'll take another look. Seems like it was Lumongo and I believe Kurt Velasquez fighting for that basketball.
I think Velasquez tapped it out of bounds.
So in a very slow-mo replay, our officials are reviewing what transpired.
One player was trying to pull the ball in, the other player tapped it out.
So from that angle, I think you could argue it was Velasquez who last touched it.
That's what it looks like. But of course, we're not the referees. Look at the hard-working Daniel LaGuardia there in the frame.
Of course, with the other hard-working men and women of our NDSL.
Oh, the suspense.
It's taking longer than I thought.
Yes. This is one of those games where San Beda was cruising along until suddenly they got ambushed by Perpetual Help. Imagine the last time Perpetual Help led was at 11-10.
Way back in the first period. And again, not to mention trailing by double digits before our 4th period. But again, this decision will be the most crucial of all in this game.
Yes. And you know, referees really hate being put in a situation where the decision can influence the outcome of the game.
But on the good side, good thing we have the cameras, of course, provided by Nudge Productions.
Oh yeah, we have like 100 cameras here today.
So you really can't escape anything.
Oh, definitely. And this is only our first game, Cholo.
First game, but still, it's a semifinals game.
Yeah, as they say, lives are at stake in this game. Figuratively speaking.
So they're still reviewing it. But I think Sanbera is pretty confident that they'll get the basketball back.
Let's see.
That's taking longer than usual.
Oh, true. I think they're rewinding a little bit too far.
The suspense is driving me crazy.
Same here. Whoa.
Even that replay.
Well, I think they were going in opposite directions.
So 65 to 63. Again, the junior Altas only scoring 2 points. Kurt Velasquez stepping on that three-point line.
Yes, that was huge. That was a huge call also by the refs.
So that's a good thing for San Beda. They can settle for 2.
Yes, they're within striking distance still.
But we saw Bill Gravador risking the 3 a while ago. So possession will stay with the Red Cubs.
But they only have 14 seconds on the clock, and they're 23.9 on the game clock. So that means whatever happens, Perpetual Help will get the ball back. Now it is imperative for San Beda that they tie the ball game or try to go for the lead.
So Feliciano will bring out the basketball.
One defensive stop is all that Perpetual needs to advance to the finals.
Airtight defense by the junior Altas.
More importantly, who will take the shot?
Feliciano out of options. Villanueva to Nonato. Gravador back to Dwayne.
Shot clock at 8.
Nonato attacks. Oh, there's a foul call.
Call was a bit late, but it was the right call.
So San Beda going safe, getting some contact and a chance to tie the game up at 65. Pressure-filled freebies for Dwayne Nonato.
He's got to make both.
But it's not like he made a pressure-filled shot a while ago. First one. It's a miss for Dwayne.
Now they need to get the ball back, and the problem is they only have one team foul, so they've got to foul a bunch.
That's going to be a big problem for San Beda.
It's going to work against them now.
Second one on Nonato's way. Again, he knocked down a game-tying 3-ball a while ago.
Oh boy.
Second one on his way. The bench of Perpetual letting him hear it.
He may miss on purpose.
And he does. Oh, last touch on San Juan. Possession goes to the junior Altas.
They're going to review again.
It seems like it was clear that San Juan touched it last.
12.5 seconds, and you know the problem now is if it's Perpetual Help's ball, San Beda's going to have to commit 4 fouls in succession in 12.5 seconds.
Which is for sure going to be one heck of a task.
And you have to make sure that the ball is received before you commit the foul, or else you could get a technical. So it's Perpetual's ball.
But a timeout first called by Coach Geoff Cleopas. But first we'll take another look. Dwayne Nonato going 0 out of 2 from the line. And on that angle, well, I don't think it's obvious that Juris San Juan touched it last, but
Yes.
you know, you can make an argument. So 12.5 seconds, 4 fouls needed. That's going to be, again, one heck of a task for San Beda. And not to mention the time. What a game it has been. Again, just a quick recap almost the whole game, San Beda actually maintaining control.
Yes.
But at the end of the game, look who has the lead.
That's what matters. They gave Nitura a rest to start the third quarter. His game has changed considerably since then. The other players have managed to step up, and they're up by 2, but this is still undecided. One bad inbound could swing things San Beda's way.
So we see a new face, an unusual face on the San Beda 5, Francis Lumongo, checking in for the last 12 and a half seconds of the game.
Hasn't seen action until now, I believe.
So a bold choice coming from Coach Miko Roldan.
Like a place kicker in football. Oh, no.
Feliciano with a steal. Feliciano, Corpus gets it back.
Shot clock is dying now.
And there you have it. Feliciano got it back. But Corpus outsmarting the Red Cubs.
He could have
steal.
pulled it back out because there were still a few seconds left on the clock. Ouch.
But of course, that comes with pressure. Our final score, 67-63. The Perpetual help on Junior Altas eliminating the San Beda Red Cubs in our semifinals. And they will proceed to the finals of our 19 and under division, only here in the NDSL basketball series. And again, what a game it has been. For the most part, San Beda gained control. But Perpetual coming back in great fashion as we take a look at our move of the game. Lance Nitura in his bag. Again, what wizardry shown. Lance says, "May I have this dance?" And that is our move of the game. Again, not feeling exactly well, but still delivering in times of need. That is our move of the game. And that is our final score, 67-63. And for our best player of the game, it is no other than the same guy. Again, Lance Nitura. Not the best condition for today's action, but nevertheless will deliver the package and will be a hero for the Junior Altas. As we'll turn it over to our courtside reporter, Daniel Laguardia, for our interview.
Thank you so much, Shaw. As you've mentioned, you have been feeling under the weather, feeling the flu already, but you've managed to produce 11.6 rebound and 5 assists. How did you manage to do that and also lead your team to win and go to the finals tomorrow?
Siyempre, hindi ko hayaan na matalo yung team. Kahit may sakit o nararamdaman ako masama, kahit sila, siyempre di naman nila hayaan na matalo lang kami. Gusto namin maglaro ng championship bukas. And gusto namin bumawi sa kanila nung natalo kami.
And of course, you're heading on to the finals tomorrow. You'll be going against whoever wins later this afternoon. What are you expecting here in the NDSL finals?
Mahirap na laban yun and magandang laban yun. And babalik lang kami sa magre-ready kami para bukas. Siguro, mag-training pa siguro kami mamaya, pero review lang naman.
Of course, you have a lot of supporters, especially after this game. Would you like to greet or thank anyone?
Siyempre, unang-una kay Lord, binigay niyo yung panalo sa amin. Tsaka sa family ko na lagi nakasuporta kay Mama, sa kapatid ko, kay Ate Tony, kay Nigo, kay Marcos, Shaina, tsaka kay Ate Judel. And sa tita ko sa ibang bansa, tsaka yung mga tita ko sa Bella, and sa kay Kirsten.
Thank you so much once again. Congratulations, Lance. Despite everything, you've pushed through, powered through, and won, and booked your ticket to the finals. Back to you, Cho and Bill.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Again, that is our best player of the game. The all-around performer, Lance Nitura, propelling his squad.
We now have our own flu game.
There you have it. Our best player of the game, Lance Nitura, signing our official basketball Spalding. And there you have it. Again, San Beda. A heartbreaking loss in the semifinals, but Perpetual will now go to the finals and face the winner of whoever wins between Smash Basketball and the Golden Staglets. But stay tuned, we still have 3 games ahead of everybody today, as our next game features the San Beda Red Lions and Smash Basketball. This time the big boys will have at it. 25 and under action on your way. And once again, this has been Cholo Pangilinan Bill Velasco and Daniel LaGuardia. This is the one and only NDSL Basketball Series.